Yo, 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 welcome back to the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy Jamelky Johnson, aka Melly Mel, aka damn, he ain't here. Whatever you gotta call me. And with me,
Oh,
I
my fault, my fault.
got no, I know I didn't know what to do. This is rare. This is his
All right, we
first
we can't do it.
absence. Yeah, so it's
Man,
like,
we
oh,
can't do it. I wasn't gonna disrespect it by attempting it.
yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I was just that's why I left
Yeah.
it silent. I gave it a moment of silence.
It did sound a little weird though, not hearing it.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
sound the
yeah.
same. But I wanted the viewers to feel the same way it felt with us with not hearing it. Like it
Exactly.
just don't,
Yeah. And for the
As
viewers, and
I
for
you gotta let it
on the
breathe.
flip though, I will say it's like when he does it, I'm like, why does he do this shit? But then when he doesn't do it, it's like,
why you ain't do
where's it at?
it?
Why
Are
you
you
didn't
Yeah.
do
really
it?
watching
And
the
so
heavily opinionated
you
show?
don't know, you really don't know what you missed, bro, when you don't have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
you
for
don't
sure,
know what you got till it's gone, as they say.
for sure. For those watching Playboy Troy, he's fine. He's all good. He's still part of the show. Ain't no sabbaticals like another member in the show. Ain't none of that.
I
But
mean,
he just need a week
Knock
off.
on
He'll be
knock on
back.
wood.
now for our other guy,
Yeah,
our
yeah,
special guest, our consistent special guest, uh, he actually stays in St. Pete. And, not to just give niggas like the low, but
You drop my
he's out in
low.
St. Pete. My bad. Not to give people the low, but he
Go
stays
ahead.
out in St. Pete. We know that they just had some hurricanes and stuff of that nature, but
Mhm.
we ain't heard from you. So if you're watching this, man, I want to let you know, salute, much love.
Looking for you, big
Mhm.
dog.
You playing good. You're moving fast out there. Salute.
Yes, sir. Just keep swimming. You'll
My
find shore.
Darvin Ham.
Just keep
Yes,
swimming.
sir.
Why I
Eventually
got the
you'll find
beanie on.
shore.
Yes, sir. And with me, I got.
Man, it's the almighty Frank Mason, aka Kooley High, and I'm in the building. I'm in the place to be, man. I'm feeling extra heavily opinionated today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Man.
sir. And last but certainly not least,
It's your boy Platinum Pat, the Black Spoof. You know what I mean? The kid that did.
the
How you
what?
doing? The spoof. You know what I mean? Like it's like
What
the
is-
ghost, man. You know what I mean? That's what
Oh,
it's
okay,
called.
okay.
You
Spooky
know
season,
what I'm saying? I do
Halloween.
this
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
God damn,
You know what I mean?
you cannot see. You
It,
can't see
only
him.
thing you see is the
He was one of them kids that used
big.
to go to school with the hoodie up and the tie the joint. Yeah, he was
Hey,
one of
I'm gonna keep
those.
it a stack with you. When you live up here in Detroit, you got to do that. I'm keeping it a stack. That
Yeah,
that
you
keep
got
you
to get
warm.
one of
That keep your
those.
neck warm. Boy, up here,
You
I
gotta
do that
keep it.
every
Hey,
time. Yeah, when it get
Protect
to
your
no
them
neck,
doubt.
younger.
when it get to them single digits,
Protect your
you
ears
find
and
any
your
way to
neck,
lay
younger.
yourself up, man. And it'll be like that pretty
No
soon up here.
cap.
But hey, speaking of Detroit, the Detroit Lions. I
Yeah,
think
man. Yeah, man. How you feeling?
as a person who sees the fan base and sees the games around the city all the time, I like it. I like seeing it. I like being in a town where we're a city where the team is winning, it's thriving, it's doing pretty well. I think it's the first time in my life where it's been like that. When I lived in Charlotte, the Panthers weren't the
Fact.
best. When I lived in Jacksonville, I think that was the Fred Taylor days. They were pretty decent always, but I was really young. And then when I lived in California, there was no team in
Cap.
the city. So
Cap. Cap.
what?
You skipped over a whole thing. See how you did that? He
What?
skipped over Georgia. He
There was
skipped
no
over
team. No,
standing
no, no,
right
no. There
there
was no team.
in his college dorm, watching them boys storm back from 28-3.
Oh, brother, you counting that
Man,
one
come on,
year?
man. Now,
Yeah.
listen. We're not gonna do that today, man.
Well, speaking
I'm gonna
of,
keep it real respectful today. We ain't gonna do that, man. Don't
speaking
make
of,
me
let,
pull out my
I'm
hat.
saying,
let's talk about it.
but
Don't
Let's
make me
talk
go
about
get
your
the hat.
Falcons. Let's talk about your Falcons right now. Speaking of, go ahead, Cooley. How you feeling about your Falcons and Mr. Kirk Cousins himself,
I've
Mr.
been waiting
Swag,
on
sir?
this. I think y'all was ducking me these last couple of weeks because I've been waiting on this. But I said at the beginning of the season, I said I like us to win 11 games. I think somebody cussed me out when I said that. Now we
yeah,
number
yeah, yeah, yeah,
one
that was
in our
me.
division. We undefeated in the
I
division.
love the
We beat
accountability.
beat the Bucks twice, belt
Already?
their ass,
Yep,
beat the
yep.
Saints, beat the Panthers, beat the
The
Eagles.
second time this was post injury. Second time it was after the injuries. Let's keep that in mind.
What injuries?
Chris Godwin
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
you
Evans,
sound
yeah.
like all the rest of them.
and what's it
Spanked
called?
them the first time, then the second time we had to run it
I don't know
back.
about Spank. I think they
Run it
got
back,
hurt in that game.
Tobo. We was up. It was like 31-14, like in the fourth quarter. Like it wasn't close. Like it was garbage
Bruh,
time.
don't
It
act
was
like
just
that,
like
bro.
the
Them boys,
game with
Chris
Dallas
Godwin got
and San
hurt in garbage
Francisco.
time. Chris Godwin got
Mike
hurt in
Evans got
garbage,
hurt pretty early because I got him
but
on
Mike
fantasy.
Evans
That guy
got
said
hurt
he said 9
early
points and
after
then he was
going
gone.
to work.
hmm But hey, a win is a win. I can't be mad at that. This is coming from a guy whose Eagles made the Super Bowl because of the 49ers getting all hurt in one day. So, hey, a win is a win. I don't care if you get it. That's part of it. The best ability is availability from the coach, from the mind of the greatest NFL coach of all time, Mr. Belichick. So, you're not
Man,
available.
I'm
Right?
not
That's
trying to
a
hear
fact.
none of that. What he talking about? They had Mike Evans and Chris Godwin the first time, and what happened? So
Y'all
I'm not
still
trying to
won.
hear.
So, yeah, we got to give him that. For sure.
Partially.
And y'all gave us. They gave they best shot at us. He had to throw. This man, Kirk Cousins, had to throw 500 touch, like 500 yards just to win. Like they gave us their best shot, so we put them to
I mean, that's
rest.
what he do.
For sure.
We
For
put
sure.
them to rest.
How do you feel about them going into the rest of the season?
Uh, I like us to be. I right now I got us locked in for like 4 more wins, other than like the Saints and the Panthers. So like the Raiders, I got us beating the Raiders. I think we play the Giants. I got us beating the Giants, and then at Carolina Saints. I got us for like 4 games. Everybody else, it's a toss up. Our defense is garbage. We're gonna have to keep scoring points. We want to keep winning games until our defense get better. We can actually like hit the quarterback, sack him, like take him to the ground, not like he do this little scramble and then throw a touchdown like Baker Mayfield does to us. So until we get that figured out, like we're gonna make the playoffs and get one and done. But if our defense improve, I could see us going far. But other than that, if our defense stays the same like it is, one and done. Playoffs.
Hey,
That's
making
what
the
I got.
playoffs is a huge accomplishment coming from where y'all were just at
Yeah, it's just
in the
all
past few
bullshit
years.
back,
So,
man.
you know,
We easing in there.
hmm
I'm a Falcon fan. I understand how we do. So I'm still humble.
For sure, for
How many
sure.
wins they got? How many wins do they have so far?
Oh, we got 5 wins. We 5-3.
5-3. Okay.
So and then you said that. How many more weeks is there?
5-3. So that's 8 games so far. There's 17 total. 9? 9 more games?
But
Yeah.
have they had their bye yet?
I don't know.
Nah,
I don't think
nah,
so. Yeah, no.
nah. Our
Nah.
buy's like in
So eight.
week 14.
So 8 more games.
hmm
Yeah.
Out of that 8, you only think they'll win 4?
I got us locked in for 4. Like for sure, I feel like we got 4 more wins like
So you
in the
got them
bag.
going 9-10? No, no.
I got
9
them
and
winning 10
9 and
games.
8.
What I said, I got them winning like 10 games. Yeah.
You all over
What
the
I said,
place.
11?
I thought
Or
you
did I
said
say
11.
12?
I thought you said
You
11.
I think I might have said 12 though. I'm gonna say
I think you
12.
might have said. I think you said 12-5. I think you
Yeah,
did say
I'm
I
gonna
twelve
think
stick
and
you
with
five.
12
said.
and 5 then.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Hey.
thought you said 11, but if you said 12, even more drug tests. Even more drug tests needed.
Oh
Somebody,
man.
please.
Who gonna beat
Nah.
us? Who we losing to? You tell us who we losing to.
Pull up the schedule. Pull up
Yeah.
the schedule and you
Pull
tell
up the
me who
schedule.
you got.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Let's see. I knew it was coming some point.
Cause we for sure gonna beat Dallas. Don't we gonna
I
beat
don't care
them.
what y'all do with Dallas. Good luck.
I ain't said it like that. We got smoke from this ain't got nothing to do with you. We got smoke for Dallas on some other stuff from the last time we faced them.
Here we go. Here we
I
go. Here we
don't even
go,
want to know what
fellas.
happened with that.
Let's see what we got.
Don't worry about it.
Y'all
Just know
got the
we got smoke
Cowboys.
for
Y'all
us.
got the Cowboys this weekend. We got the
Yeah,
Cowboys this weekend. All right, so count them off. Count them off, Cooley. Count them. Count off the dubs as I go
that's
through.
a dub.
All right, okay.
That Saints
Saints and the
game a
Falcons
dub.
at the Saints.
Yeah,
So that's 2 dubs. At Denver.
that's a loss. I like that as a loss.
Okay. Chargers come to y'all.
We're gonna beat them.
All right. Y'all go to Minnesota.
We're gonna beat them.
Y'all go to the
We're
Vegas.
gonna beat them. They saw it.
All right. New York
We're
pulls
gonna
up.
beat them. They saw it, and we're gonna lose to the Commanders. We're gonna beat the Panthers.
So you got 6 more wins. Six was not
Yeah,
was
I got 7. I count 7 because I count Cowboys, Saints,
Cowboys, Saints.
Chargers, Vikings. He said they're gonna beat the Vikings. Raiders. He said they're gonna beat the Raiders.
Oh
yeah,
He said they're
yeah.
gonna beat the Giants,
Oh yeah.
and then he
yeah.
said
Giants
he's
and
gonna beat the
Yeah, seven,
Panthers.
seven. You're right. So
So that's
7
7.
plus how many y'all got?
What are they right now?
5-3.
5-3.
It
So
don't get
12,
nothing, but
12
it
and
don't get
5.
it don't get no. It get easier from here. It get easier from here.
Okay. All
That's
right.
We
12
went
12.
and
through our
5.
So
toughest part of the schedule.
I'm
All
not
right,
gonna
man.
lie to you, bro. I don't know about y'all necessarily winning some of those games that you thought that y'all was gonna win, but I don't know about y'all necessarily losing some of the games that you thought
Yeah,
that y'all
keeping
might
it a
lose.
stat. Keeping it a stat. Early in the season when we went through everyone's schedule, Cooley was saying they would lose to Philly, and look what they did. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. I did
but
not expect us to.
But
I'm gonna put that out there. I did not expect us to beat Philly.
yeah. And then speaking of Philly, my Eagles, they on the way, man. We back up. We back up, man. We had that bye week. This is the best. I've never seen a team recover from a bye week so well, and it's amazing. Jalen Hurts is no more turnovers. He went from literally 1 turnover per game, continuing from last season. 1 turnover per game to now just he hasn't had to turn the ball over. No fumbles, no interceptions. He's been pretty accurate as well. The play calling's been pretty decent. The defense is tackling. The linebackers are doing what they need to do. That new secondary with Gardner Johnson back and the rookie Witherspoon, I think his name. I think it's Witherspoon. I can't remember his last name. No, Mitchell, balling. Of course,
I
Darius
remember
Slay is
Mitchell.
doing his thing.
How
I
that
like
boy
it. Then
How that boy Graham doing?
Brandon Graham, yeah, he's doing well. This is his last what do you call it? A victory tour, victory lap. This is his last thing. He made some plays against Cincinnati that I like. The rookie white boy Cooper DeJean from Iowa doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Him and Blankenship, they do it. Them two white boys, man, they changing the game in terms of the corners. I ain't never seen some white boys play that position like that. So they doing their thing. That's pretty much it. Smith and Brown doing their thing. They had their game when they can, and then Barkley's just Barkley. He's gonna always ball out.
question.
Oh, what's
When
up?
how many weeks are we outside of the bye?
2. I think 2 weeks.
We,
Yeah, I think so. Let me
so
double
who they
check.
play last week?
We played Cincinnati the week before that. We played the Giants. We handled the Giants pretty well. Of course, we still had that slow start, but I think this was our first this season. I mean, this game was the first time we scored in the first quarter. That was one thing that I didn't like, the slow starts, which reminds me of outside of that 2022 season, that's kind of been Jalen Hurts' MO. Hence to why the man was pulled in the national championship game with Tua, a slow start. Jalen Hurts is a slow start type of quarterback. He's had one good season where he wasn't as slow of a start, but for the most part in his career, he tends to start off slow. I don't have a problem with that as long as your defense can stand up. He's always been around a good enough defense. But these past season and a half, his
That
defenses haven't
defense
been
ain't the
as
same.
it ain't been the same. When he was in Alabama, it was okay
Nah, facts.
because they can hold that
But
team. They
see,
was
I asked
holding,
the question though, because I was just asking like, have you gone against the defense that gives takeaways? And it sounds like no. Coming out
Yeah,
of the
I
bye,
think
it
that's
sounds like
like a recipe. I think that's our Achilles
I see
heel.
what you're saying. I see what you're
If
saying.
Jalen Hurts turn that ball over, y'all losing that game, bro. Because that defense not that
these
good.
teams
Like,
that the teams you
yeah,
described and the teams y'all played against, they don't really get takeaways like that. And I mean, of course, running it up like how y'all just did, I mean, that was amazing, of course. But I mean, if we're being frank, I mean, let's look at total yards for the team or the Eagles. But I mean, Saquon had like 170 out of the game versus the Giants.
All
You know
right,
what I
let's see.
mean?
Let's
And
see. Let's
I
see.
don't know how much did Jalen Hurts have out of the mix of that.
Let's see.
Um,
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he barely threw, keeping it a stack, which I'm okay with this.
you
I am
know,
okay with this. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, but this is the thing, of course. But my point here is if we're gonna go off of Jalen Hurts is playing great and he looks good and this, that, blah, 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 we also gotta say, I like what the coaching staff has done by minimizing the pass attempts of Jalen Hurts
That's what I'm saying.
by
Hey, yeah,
by
okay.
cutting
I'll
down
say it
this and
too,
that, blah, blah, blah.
and I'll say that
Because
too.
like that's the full spectrum because that's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, let's look at the next game. Let's look at
Okay.
versus the Bengals. Let's look at player stats versus the Bengals. Uh,
Actually, I'm tripping. This was
that's at
my bad.
55.
This was the bye week. We played 3 games since the bye. I believe the Browns. Yeah, my bad. We had a bye here, and then so we played 3 games versus them, but it's the Browns. But
And
still,
what did he throw an interception?
I think so. Let me see.
Because this is a team that gets takeaways.
No picks, no picks, no
Okay,
fumbles, and that's a team
no
that gets.
picks,
And he
265.
threw pretty well, pretty solid, over 252 touchdowns. Did a little bit with his legs, but I think he got sacked. I think he got sacked a little bit in this game. He got sacked due to why his numbers are a little bit lower in the rushing category.
All right,
But
that's okay. I mean, you
um,
threw for 265 yards. If you want
yeah,
me to run for
and
102,
then if we go with this, and we go to the Bengals,
236, Saquon for a
236
buck. All
touchdown,
right, so
three
so they
touchdown, three
not they
touchdowns. What
not
is that? Keep it in a stack. That last one, even he gave the ball to Saquon because he knew he shouldn't have. They shouldn't have did the brotherly shove or whatever. That Saquon brought him to the 1 yard line. So we really take away that touchdown. He had 2 on the ground and then 1 in the air. No turnovers.
No,
You
we don't
know.
take away that touchdown. We don't
Okay.
take
All
away
right. We'll
that
still give it
touchdown
to him. We'll
because
still give it to him. But either way,
guess what?
four total
Saquon, nigga,
touchdowns.
it is what it is.
4 total
It is what it is,
touchdowns.
bro. When you miss that block and I get sacked, we don't take away that damn sack. We don't take away
We
yards
don't
from
not take
your
away the yards.
shit. We
Yeah,
take away yards from my shit.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's a he did pretty good against the Bengals, and then like you said, the Browns is a turnover team. So and he still balled out. So
Right.
if I want to
Now he
go off of
balled
where
out.
we at, we're
Now
at five
this
and
is moment of truth. Jags. Blow them up.
yeah. All right, so we're
Don't even
five
play
and
with
two.
them.
Yeah,
We're,
y'all gotta blow
we're
them out.
5 and 2. That's a win. That's a win. That's a loss. We're losing. The Commanders are still hot. I don't know who the Commanders have next, but soon they're going to get their wake up
Ooh.
call. The Commanders will get their wake up call, but I think we'll still
Man, y'all
be.
play the
I don't
Commanders,
think they'll still be doing
the
their thing by
Rams,
the time
and
they
the
meet play us.
Ravens in the
That's a win.
3 in a row.
That's a win.
Who?
We're going to Baltimore. Yeah,
You
we'll beat the
sure?
Rams. The Rams are not that good right now.
Okay.
We're not beating the Ravens. We're beating the Panthers.
Yeah.
We're beating the Steelers.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll beat the Commanders the second time around.
But you'll beat them there? That's interesting.
Yeah, I
Commanders
don't
don't
know
ain't
about that.
nobody be at them
You'll lose
games.
at home, but you'll beat them there?
Yeah, that's how the NFC East is always. It's sometimes
I ain't
it
gonna lie
doesn't.
to you.
That's how we split what you got. The year we went to the Super Bowl, we
It's tough
split
to
with you
beat y'all
guys,
at
and it
home
was
though.
at home and at away. So with the Cowboys, that thing don't
Oh,
The
y'all gonna
Cowboys,
stomp the Cowboys.
I will split the
it's
Commanders
not
and we'll
it's not a
split.
y'all, but
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot about
Cowboys,
that.
I
Forgot
will
about that.
say, the Cowboys, them niggas ain't lose out. They ain't won shit at their crib for a minute. I want to say, I think it was like 16 games or something like that. I don't know.
that's why I got this win right here because we're there. So where was I at?
All right,
My
so
bad.
what we got? Cowboys.
I'll say a dub. I'll say a dub. I think this year we get y'all twice. I think Commanders is the only team we split with in the
It's
division,
them,
and then
nigga.
we win the
I ain't
Giants.
I ain't fucking with them.
My bad. So that's
So you
one,
got them winning
two,
8 more
three,
games.
four.
Hey,
One, two,
all
three,
future NFL
four,
teams, you don't want this man as
five,
your
six,
fan.
7. No, 7. Oh yeah, 8. 1, 2, 3,
You don't want this man
4,
supporting you
5,
if you're an NFL
6,
team.
7. No, 7. 7. Just 7. So 7, that's
It's
12.
8.
No. 1, 2,
The
3,
Jags.
4, 5, 6,
Man, y'all
7.
losing
Oh yeah, you're
against the
right.
Steelers, bro.
Yeah, you're right. So 8 more games
Y'all
plus
losing
the
against the
5,
Steelers, bro.
13 and 4. Yeah, I like that. I like it.
I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be
Y'all losing
interesting.
against some
I ain't gonna
Steelers. I
cap.
don't know if
But no,
I don't
I
want you
was
to
gonna
go away
comment
from this
about
conversation thinking you're gonna beat the Steelers. You're not about to beat the Steelers.
All right, we'll see.
it's
Yeah,
gonna be
we
an
will.
We'll
interesting
see.
game, definitely. I was gonna comment about Detroit though, and say, I'm of course loving what I see. As a new fan, I don't know if we're necessarily gonna go. I mean, I've always, like I said, that was my second team, but I'm gonna say as a new fan and claiming, and gonna say as my number one.
You've heard it
Um,
here, folks. This is officially his new team.
It's always been his second team.
Mm-hmm.
did I not
That's
tell?
real.
Did I not tell the? I thought I
That
told the
was
pod.
nah. That was pre. That was pre. But then we ended up. Yeah,
Pod. My bad, pod. My bad, y'all. Gang gonna know. Gang gonna know.
yeah,
My
yeah, for
fault. My
sure, for
fault,
sure.
y'all. Yeah, I've officially moved the mantle. You know what I mean? I'm going home. Somebody put the cue to I'm coming home.
Well, we
Coming
ain't got
It
that
should
home.
be
copyright.
at
You
this
better
point.
sing it.
Tell the world that I'm coming.
Oh,
I decided that I'm gonna take my talents. Detroit.
for sure, for sure. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm okay with
No,
it. I
no, no,
like
no.
it.
Don't clap for him.
But
Hey, I
I
like
like
it. I
what I
like it
saw.
because hey, we
I'm
get
loving
free
what I'm
chicken tenders
seeing.
every time y'all win.
I'm gonna tell you the truth though. I do have one problem. Why, when I come over here, niggas want to be on the PEDs, bro? Jameson,
Oh,
Williamson,
what
the
happened with him? I
wide
heard something.
receiver.
Yeah, he got
My boy
suspended.
got suspended off the PEDs, brother. Come on,
Oh,
man.
how long?
Stay off the roids. I think it was just 2 games. I'm not gonna cap, and I was
Okay,
surprised.
it'll be all right.
But um, outside of that, Aiden Hutchinson going down, that was definitely gonna be. I thought that was gonna be a big loss, but it seems like, bro, they're still steamrolling, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, defense still holding shit up, but the offense is like looking like some of the best offense in the league. Like, I can't even say that it's the best, but I feel like it's some of the best offense in the league. Um, best, definitely, I will say even though Lamar and what's it called is a running duo themselves, I gotta go with Gibbs and Montgomery.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
I
sure.
just feel like they're
Sonic
the
and
best.
It's a
They're
more
the
Knuckles.
best.
consistent. It's a more
You
balanced. I
know,
would
Sonic and
say.
Knuckles.
Henry, it's more like Henry's gonna get his touches. Lamar might not run that much this game. With Montgomery and Gibbs, it's gonna always be that.
Yeah, Montgomery always been the number one back, and then Gibbs came in the league. He just a number one back. Like they just
Hmm.
complement each other so well.
like that.
I
So,
think you guys
um,
definitely are like that, man. Yeah.
but what I think, I definitely got us winning as a division. And that's
All
just
right.
that.
Well, let's see. Because y'all put up 52, and in the NFL, that's not a like. I
Yeah, why y'all did
granted
the
a
Titans
lot.
like
Granted,
that?
a
Why
lot
the
of
Titans?
teams. Yeah, granted, a lot of teams tend
Because
to not
and
keep
that's
running
what
it up.
I
But
said 50 earlier. When I said 50 earlier, I was thinking about us, but I referenced y'all with the Eagles, and I was like, oh no, damn, I'm tripping, bro. We put the
Philly,
50
we
on
could have
them.
had. We had
But
the rookie running back from Clemson that we drafted. He scored a touchdown, but they called it back, so we could have almost had 40 something. So it's like I see what you're
I
saying.
mean,
yeah,
Y'all
they
I
running.
mean,
called
it's
one
gonna
of
be, but that's
Bijan
what y'all got to
Robinson
do.
touchdowns
That's what
back
y'all got to go
for
do with them
holding.
Jags. That's what y'all
Yeah,
got to go do with them Jags. I'm not even gonna
for
say.
sure, for sure,
We
for
were
sure.
supposed to beat the
For the
Bucks
rest
Let's
of
by
the
see what we
40,
year,
got. Where
so
y'all
I
at right
got
now?
I
Where
got
are
the
y'all at? Six
Packers.
and one. What's the record right
40
now?
to 26.
What's the record so far?
They
Uh
6-2.
Wait, go back up, go back.
oh,
Yeah,
this is the first game. This was
I
the
think
first
they
game. So that's one,
They 6-2.
6 and 2. Who
Yeah.
the second lost to? No, that might be. Hold on. That's a
Or they
nah.
win.
6-1 or 7-1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 1. They haven't had a bye yet.
Yeah, 6-1. Yeah,
Okay.
6.
So here we
Okay.
go. How we feeling?
Damn,
I
when they
think they're
buy?
gonna beat the Packers.
I don't know. Doing the math,
Jordan Love,
looks like
Jordan
the
Love
bye.
injured.
Dang, when is the bye? I don't see it. Doing the math, I don't see any
I
games.
think they already had a bye.
They can if they only did 7 games. Oh wait, no, it's 7 games. So yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, because Philly, we 5-2, and so that's 7 games. So they've had 7 games. So yeah, they maybe y'all did do the bye already. I think y'all did the
All right.
bye.
I'm like, damn, am I tripping?
Uh,
Yeah, from week 30 to 13, from the Seahawks to the Cowboys.
yeah, same. That's the same as Phillies, I think, too. So yeah. All right, so here we go. This weekend going to the Packers. How you feeling?
The
All right, 7. All right, going to
the
Texans. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. Oh, that's Sunday night too. That's a good game.
Nah, they gonna beat
All
Houston.
right, so that's 8. All right, Jaguars come to the
the
city. I might need to go to that. Even though my Jaguars are horrible, I would love to see them play. I haven't seen them play since I was a little boy. All right, so that's 9.
Yeah, they gonna stomp the
ain't
Jags.
playing around with it.
Going down to
No,
Indianapolis. They don't even
I
know who
ain't
the
playing
quarterback
around with
is.
it.
They ain't even know who the quarterback is. All right, Caleb Williams coming into town.
The
5. All right. Going to the
That's an
pack.
L.
Going to the pack.
That's
Oh
an
no, the
L.
pack come here. I think. Yeah, packs come here.
I think
the
y'all gonna split with the Packers.
Okay. Josh Allen coming to town.
I don't know about that
could be
one.
an L. Could be an
That'll be an
L.
L. Okay. I think this will be the L. This will be a dub. I think y'all split with the Packers as well, Cooley. Where we at now so far? What is that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's 3 losses.
12 so far. All right, with 4 games left, and you said that's a loss. All right, what about this one right here?
They
Going to the
beat
The
us.
Bears. Going to the Bears. All right, that's 13,
W.
14.
Unless McCaffrey's back.
Y'all
True,
beating them with McCaffrey.
true. All right, then the last game, the Vikings come into town. I think we all know that's probably going to
W.
be a dub.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
don't
All right,
know.
so that's 14. That's 14-3. So me and Cooley are sitting. No, did I say 12-5? I said 13-4. Cooley said 12-4 for his team. I mean 12-5 for his team. I said 13-4 for my team. Pat says 14-3 for his. So we all sitting there in that, and then the rest of the group, it's that the Patriots ain't doing nothing.
Get this dirt off my shoulder, you know what I'm saying, with them lame ass niggas, with them boys. You know what I mean? Hey, I had to dip. Excuse me for saying that word. We're gonna have a bleep soon, so don't worry.
You said what?
We're gonna have a bleep soon. You know
There
what I
you go.
mean? Because I had said that prerogative.
All I need from the Falcons is when you throw the ball to Kyle Pitts, do like this, like tuck it real close, and
Yeah, I
make sure
seen
you
that play.
cross the the
Yeah.
the, the,
Did they
the
call it
goal
back?
line
Did they
all
call it
the
back or
way.
no? I can't remember.
Huh?
They ended up counting it as a touchdown, or did they call it
Yeah, they
back?
counted as a touchdown, but
Okay,
it
but
was
that's still
definitely
too
a
close.
fumble.
Yeah, I was about to
It
say, I
was
said
definitely
that the certain angles it looked like Buddy just. Mm. But
he
anywho,
definitely did.
well, that's the NFL so far that we got. Let's transition over to something else that started last week. The NBA season done kicked off. I myself haven't been too intact, but I'm on the way, NBA. I'm on the way to watching some of them games. But I know y'all boys been diving into it. So put
Right.
me on. What's going on in the
Right.
NBA this season in the first week?
Dun, 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 dun. Now, where to start, bro? Where to start for real?
Exactly.
Of
OKC, I
course,
see y'all. OKC,
Who looks
salute,
good? There we go. Okay, see who looks good.
salute.
you
OKC
know,
looking
OKC
good.
looks good. I mean, I feel like we got to kick it off the right. I feel like we got to start with the reigning champs. You know, the reigning champs is looking amazing. Like they looking like they want blood. They looking like they want to go right back. I think they in the East. I think they look like they're gonna go ahead and knock things out. They'll go ahead and go right back. I think you can't disrespect them any more than what everybody has already done. And so I feel like the boys coming back for vengeance right now. I'm
Mm.
not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I think it's scary hours for I think they listen to a lot of scary hours. I think Jalen Brown, he's on some like Black Force activity. I think they got bad intentions for the rest of the league. I do get behind that. They right now they the early favorite because they the reigning champ, so they the early favorite for me coming out the East. Till I'll see somebody who could like really really come at their neck, in the playoffs. As far as I think New York look like, I think it's too early. I think they still learning each other. Um,
Mm, I don't know.
Houston looks
I don't
good.
feel like I don't feel like we can say that they're just because of the reigning finals. I just don't
Yep,
think it's
yep.
a team that I've seen that's been on their level since the ball's been tipped up for 2 weeks.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's just no team that I've seen in the East that has played up to Boston's par.
Yeah, Milwaukee they not good enough.
Like at all. Indy,
Sixers just
that it's
lost
a
Paul
walk-in
George.
show to go do whatever you want to do. Sixers, they're not gonna have no camaraderie with this. I'm not playing back to back, and I'm not playing this game, and
I'm
both
not
of them
doing
not playing
that.
back to back.
I'm not
But
practicing. I'm not
you coming
coming
into
to
to it
shoot out.
already with a bunch of things that you're not doing. Like so
It's
now
already a
as a
recipe for
teammate, I'm
disaster.
not doing this. I'm not doing this. Like
You
that's how
you
that's just
already
gonna
come
go.
into the situation with the wrong mindset.
Mm.
So
So I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be a walking show over there, but over there on the West Coast for sure, OKC is looking nice. They looking nice. They looking nice. Like
them boy playing
Chet,
defense. The whole
Chet. I mean,
yeah.
if I'm being honest, 9:30, they're playing tonight versus the Spurs, and I cannot wait to watch this alien game. I'm not even gonna hold you up. This is gonna be Alien versus Alien. Like this is gonna be Space Jam Part Two. Like first, like if you look at the stats from when they played each other last year, like and look it up, Mel, pull it up. Mel, pull up OKC versus Spurs from last year.
Okay. Okay. See versus
Specimens,
Spurs
dog. Like these were crazy games.
last season. All right. Here we
So
go.
I'm excited for that. I'm also thinking about the is
Get out the way.
another West
All right.
Coast squad
Uh,
that just popped in my brain that before this.
last season.
Um,
These are the numbers. Did you want to go like
pull up, pull up, just pull up. Yeah, just pull up like the box score.
all right, bet. Okay. Let's
So some
see.
of the box score numbers. Yeah, Victor Wendy. So this was
Ah, yeah, let's
early. It
go there.
seemed
This is
like
his
this
first one.
nigga was not hooping. But
Yeah.
when he had 14 rebounds, but
Yeah,
he had
I
listen,
about
let's
listen, he
to
had
say
14.
say
let's
Go up,
go to
go up,
4-15.
go
Hell
back up.
no.
Nah, go back up.
okay. I thought you wanted to go to a different game, like a more later in the season, more refined game.
Go back to his stats. We can't read his stats. Go to
Who's
Wendy.
Wimby. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, he had
He had
eight,
14
two, and two.
rebounds,
Oh,
2
14.
blocks,
Yeah.
8 points. So you could see
14
he still was
rebounds.
getting going. Then go down. Chet was probably just getting going still. He probably had
Yeah,
like
nine.
a better game.
Yeah, this
9, 7 rebounds, 2
uh
steals, 1 block. So like they were both really like it was both their rookie years. So
yeah. So let's go into maybe something a little bit
They ain't do
post All-Star break.
go.
no alien activity. Them early games, huh?
I mean, we
Let's
can
see
really look at them.
let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Chet 23 and 7, 5 assists and a block. Wimby 28 and 13, 7 assists,
Mm,
5 blocks, 2 steals. You
dang.
know what I'm saying?
Like
That's
it's
pretty solid.
alien basketball.
And then let's
It's
go to that
alien
last game, see
basketball,
what them
dog.
boys
Like
did
it was real hooping.
the last time they played
Like
each other. We
yeah, I
don't
was about to say
have.
I don't even
I
think
think
Wemby
Wimby
was
might have
playing.
been.
I don't think
Yeah,
Wemby
Wimby.
was
Yeah,
playing
Chet didn't even do much.
these games.
Chet only
So,
played
but
14 minutes.
the game that we needed that was that game right there. And I mean, but them boys just it's gonna be a nice matchup, bro, to watch over the years, and I'm excited to continue seeing it. And gonna be nice to see tonight for sure. But
For
I'll
sure.
tell you, a team I'm shocked to keep seeing rolling, bro. The Mavs look nice. Mavs look nice.
Okay.
Even though
Luca, man. Luca did it to them boys
Clay
again,
isn't,
man. Them T-Wolves.
but it's just Luca. Like I've been watching all, but who we really got to talk about. Beautiful moment to watch Bronny and
For
LeBron,
sure. For
bro,
sure.
step on that court together. Like, it doesn't matter if you like LeBron or don't like LeBron. I think just regardless, if you think about anything in any realm, like, who wouldn't want to reach a professional level with their father and to have that moment? Like, regardless of whatever it is, even if, like, for example, my dad's a firefighter, even if I would have to go to the fire department with my father and, like, I became a firefighter, which you,
Hmm.
like, niggas got pictures at the fire station of, like, your dad being a head coach, you know what I mean? Or your dad working at the Longshore, being a truck driver, like, y'all having your own truck company together, and y'all taking those pictures, and it's like, bro, that would be the pinnacle of anything. So I was just like, bro, that was an amazing thing to see, bro. And I was like, damn, I was pretty hyped.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to see that too, man. That is just something amazing that, is unmatched. They brought in Ken Griffey and his pops, you know what I'm saying? Because they had to just be like, this is just a duo. They did it in baseball. So it's like something you just want to keep
Exactly.
seeing. Like, I don't think we'll ever see it in football just because that's just not the longevity, the numbers of you, buddy. You would have had to had Lil Man when you was like 13, 14,
Yeah.
and then still be in the league. You know what I'm saying? So that because of the amount of the age, you usually most guys in the league are like already 20, 21. Like you're not gonna come into the league at 18 and 19. Maybe there's an exception. Ryan Williams, you know what I'm saying? He's 17 going to Alabama right now. He hasn't turned 18 yet. So maybe he might be 19 when he gets in the league. If he plays next year and goes into the draft, he could be a 19-year-old playing in the league. So that might end up being something that we be on the lookout in a few years. But going back to basketball, I think that's really important and that's really good to see. And I think it's something we might start to see as guys start to have longer careers. I think this generation of players might start to have long careers like consistently as LeBron is. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is kind of set an example. I think
I
so
don't know if
because
we're gonna see this
I'm
ever
looking
again.
I'm looking at how it is in the generation LeBron came from and how those guys in the style of basketball. I could be wrong, but I just think that the guys now that can play a little bit less because think about it with LeBron's generation he's an anomaly because that generation was the guys that still played like damn near every single game. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, him and D Wade, they were like the first ones that were like, oh, what is this? Y'all resting? Why y'all resting? Why y'all resting? Everybody was getting on the heat for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was something that nobody really
They were
like
blowing
liked. It
teams
was
out.
still kind of a new thing. So now that's kind of
Nah,
common.
so that's so one. The Spurs started resting people first with doing
Oh,
the
okay.
resting, where literally they were like just not playing people for like they're like, bro, we got a game against Detroit tonight. We're just not gonna play Tim Duncan. We're gonna let our young bucks eat, get ready for the playoffs, and get them going, which is not a bad strategy, but it does suck for the kid who bought their ticket X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
on the tip of like the Heat and everything, like they had their little bit of time, but the reason why they were doing that a little bit more was D Wade actually was hurt, like his knees, like D Wade
yeah.
didn't last, too much longer. And then LeBron had already started doing that shit. Like LeBron been on that just sitting out games, like if it's pointless type shit. But the thing that nobody talks about, actually, Bron really didn't sit out too many games that wasn't pointless. Like he did play a lot of them, but the thing that people really don't talk about is the fact that Bron never had a major injury. That's what allowed him to prolong his
That's true.
career this long. How often do we see these people? I mean, even now we see people coming in the league 1, 2 years, the niggas get hurt. The guys get
That
hurt,
man spent a
and
million
from
dollars on
there
his body
you'll see
a year.
it. From there, hey, I felt
You
like,
was
hey,
so
look, I
you was
felt
so
like
pissed
Shannon
at
Hey, you know what's
yourself.
when he
crazy?
first got
You
the.
was
Hey,
so
look,
Somebody
pissed
I
at
blame
felt
that
like
on
yourself.
Shannon
me.
when he first got the first take. Look, when he kept calling this Stephen A. Skip, he said, I'm gonna get it right, y'all. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. But
Bro.
look, man. But yeah. So I mean, him not having no major injury definitely prolonged his career. I think beyond anything. And then of course the amount of money he spends, the way he takes care of himself,
Man,
and
spend
all
$1
of
million
those
on
things.
his body, man.
But like let's look at like a Kevin Durant,
Investment.
right? Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure takes care of his body at an elite level. Steph Curry, I'm pretty sure takes care of his body at an elite level. And 9 times out of 10, they are probably not gonna reach 20 years.
I'm
It
not
just
gonna
is what
lie.
it is. Like how many people?
Huh? I
For
don't
him to
know.
have
I
that
can't
type of
remember
play
where they're at.
style, huh?
I know. I was just trying to see. I don't know how many years they've been in it.
But
He
well,
been in the league for
let's
like
be real.
it's like his
Like let's be
15th,
real with it.
13th year or something.
LeBron is 20. LeBron is 20 because he's the '03 draft. I think KD was '07 draft, and I think Curry was the '09 or 10 draft.
So
Oh
well, this
nine.
is what we're
Oh
gonna
nine.
start doing with it. I'm gonna tell you what people are gonna start doing with it because now everybody gonna be like, oh, he's a 20-year career too.
But Kevin's also missed a
Look at
cumulative 4
games
seasons.
played.
Yeah.
Look at games played. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying? Like
LeBron been playing games. And
it's
I'm
a
not
whole
gonna
nother
lie.
level. So
I don't think we ever gonna see like the type of play style that LeBron has, and for a person to play at a certain level for that long. Like he played downhill,
I think
but still go
people
to the
forget
paint and boom on people at like his 20 year in the
10
league.
years of going to the finals
I'm
straight.
the biggest
People
LeBron
forget
hater,
that.
but that's a fact. He's still booming on folks, 20 plus in the league. So
10
Yeah.
years
Hey,
of
that's a
going
good
to the finals
accomplishment.
straight. Like I just don't think we'll see somebody. Maybe we might see an average Joe play 20 years. I ain't saying an average Joe, but I'm saying a good role player. You know what I mean? Might get a good 20-year career out of it and stuff of that nature, like a solid guy
and before
who
we
takes
keep
care of
too
himself. But
and before we get
somebody
too
who
deep,
did this like
before
LeBron,
we get too deep in the LeBron like praising, I just want to get this quick shout out because they gonna fuck up. I know that it's the Lakers. I know they gonna fuck up. So before they get to that point, I want to give a shout out to that boy AD, man. That boy hooping. I see you, AD.
AD hooping,
That boy
AD
hooping. I
hooping
see
right
you.
now.
I got it. I got to
Hopefully,
salute. Game is
hopefully he can
game.
stay on this. Hopefully he can stay on this. I'm not even gonna count, bro. You can win a final. You can win the finals with LeBron scoring 15, getting a good 7 to 10 rebounds, and getting 10 assists. You can win that, but it does take AD scoring 30. It
Yeah.
does take him getting 12 rebounds. It does take you averaging a block or so.
Being defensive player
Going
of the
to,
year
bro.
candidate.
Like that's what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
Please, bro. Please.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anything else in the NBA that y'all like? What about the rookies this year? How they looking?
Man,
Anybody?
play connect foe. Play connect foe, man. That
Who?
boy
This rookie
connect,
class
man.
was average. And I'm not gonna say average as in I can go and play against them because clearly not. But what I am gonna say is in classifying them or comparing them against other levels of the past. Like if we just look at the past 5 years, for example, and you looked at if you just took the top five, because you five on the court, you would probably bust this class ass
Mm,
for 5 years straight.
mm.
And that's just is what it is.
Ain't looking good. We'll have to
Could
see.
be even longer. Could be even longer.
Hey,
Mm.
Jamel, what this man talking about?
I haven't seen nothing yet. I haven't watched the NBA to
You
whether
see
Tell
how
me,
I'm
agree or
looking
bruh,
at him?
disagree.
average.
I
Bruh,
don't know.
average. What have you seen? What have you seen from anybody in this rookie class that you've been like, oh, superstardom?
Nah,
Oh,
not a superstar, but he's a
this
good
guy
player.
is about to role players. Yeah, average. That's what a role player is. That's
So
called
y'all
average.
think everybody gonna come out of the college hooping
There's
like
no
John
one
Wall?
in this draft. Listen to the statement. No one in this draft that is at a level of a superstardom. If you go to the past five, if you go past, I don't even know what draft you would have to stop at if we just kept going back where there wasn't at least one superstar coming into the league. Not even like, 2 years later, or by the end of their first year, we were like, this guy's gonna be coming into the league. Last year you had Wemby. Year before that you had what? Paolo and Chet. Year before that you had wasn't that AE LaMelo? No,
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought LaMelo was like the
I think
2017.
that was AE.
Huh?
No,
No,
LaMelo was in
no,
17. That was AE LaMelo. No. Then the year before that you had, because that's what I think. This was just let me see. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up here. We can just look at the last. Let's look at first draft picks over the past 5 years.
Okay, I got it.
All right, cool. You know, I ain't doing my job. I ain't that ain't my
You good,
job.
you good. All right, here we
It's
go. This
taking
is
me a long
2020. This
time,
is
man.
2024. Yeah, these guys.
Perfect. So let's go 20. Let's go
Ooh,
23.
23. Victor. Yeah, Victor and yeah,
Brandon Miller, Victor,
Scoot and
Brandon Miller, Scoot. These guys are coming in. We already was like, okay, top 22.
Paolo and
But they're
Chet.
not superstars yet.
Paulo, Chet. We were definitely saying Victor. So Victor not a superstar.
Oh, this
But
one.
Brandon
Yeah,
Miller
this
ain't no
this was
superstar. Okay,
this
he
was a
Jalen
got
good
rings.
Green
draft.
I'll give you
came
Victor,
in,
but the Brandon Miller ain't no superstar.
superstars. All of
Scotty
them
Barnes is
came
an
in
all-star.
expected to be superstars
Now Jalen
already.
Green was a hit. And Mobley. Yeah.
And 2020 Wiseman. Yeah, AE and Ball. Yeah.
Superstars. Everybody was expecting these top three
Uh 20
superstars in their
2019
draft. Mind you, remember I
Zion
said there's not one superstar in this 2024 draft. I
18
didn't say there's going to be a whole
Luca.
draft of
Yeah.
superstars. I said not one. Look, we're still going back and
Yeah, that
still
was
finding
2018.
superstars.
That was 6 years. That was the last one I went to was
17 is
design.
Lonzo and 17 is Lonzo and De'Aaron Fox and Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, yep, that's 17. So that's 7 years.
We can keep going. In this league, this year, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that these guys aren't great. I'm not saying that these guys are trash. I'm not saying nothing, blah, blah, blah. I'm saying,
Man, the season just
that's,
started.
bruh.
Yeah, but just
And
going off initial.
remember my statement. Coming into the league, we're looking at the top guys, and we didn't even go through and be like, this person, Trae Young got drafted fifth. We didn't even do all of that and do this. We just looked at top guys, and the top two from each of the drafts that we just looked at came in, and they were expected and highly touted as like, they about to change this league. They about to start. They're about to do this. I don't even think the top players drafted are starting for their team. If they are, they're trash. That's what it's different.
Nah,
Yeah.
I think Alex
It's
Saw definitely
different.
starting.
Compared to those
But is
guys, we'll
Alex
have to see.
Starr even talked about like Cade Cunningham? And we don't even have to say, because he's from France. Because he's darn sure not talked about like Victor. He wasn't talked about well, Giannis made himself into what he was later. But that's what I mean. It's like,
It could be
and
like
I'm not
something like
saying,
that. I think it's too early.
and that's perfectly fine. But
Ant-Man
what
didn't even
I
become
said is
Ant-Man till his
coming
second
into
year.
this league, Ant-Man was Ant-Man first year coming in. That's why he got picked number one.
Yeah, he was.
He got the ball directly in his hand.
But was he a superstar his first year? He was a star.
Yeah, from interviews. But everybody was looking
That's supposed to matter.
actually
Okay, he's a
before the interviews,
NBA.
even before the interviews, everybody was like, bruh coming in about to come shake something. He about to go crazy. Everybody was already giving him like, he about to be that. That's the difference in these guys. There's not that going
So
on. These
you
guys are
saying
expected to come and complement their
league
team.
the draft ain't got nobody who got any hype around.
these guys, I'm saying these guys
They're
are
not
meant to
hype.
complement teams. These guys are not meant to lead
They're not the
teams. These
guys.
guys are not.
They're not the
They're
guys.
not. They're not. Now,
So
can they
far.
develop into that? Anybody can develop into anything. So yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Shea Alexander wasn't Shea Alexander before Chris Paul got with him in OKC.
True.
If he was that, they would have never traded him for Paul George.
We got about 75 games left to see. So
It's still early, dog. But
yeah,
I get
so
what you're saying.
we'll
Ain't
see though.
nobody coming to lead like that.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Before we get up out of here, switching it into college football. The new rankings are coming up soon. Hopefully, we get to see how they do this 12-team format. I know they're gonna do the four
It don't
seed.
matter what type of ranking they got. They're gonna figure out a way to keep Georgia out of it. No matter
No,
who we
bro,
play.
no, stop. Y'all are number one in the SEC right now. Slow
Yeah,
down,
all right.
slow
Why
down.
would
You,
Georgia
this
be
man is
out of
still
it?
hurt from last year. This man is
I
still
just
hurt
don't
from
forget
last year.
nothing.
Oh,
I don't
brother,
forget nothing.
bro, y'all will be in
Georgia was
definitely in
out
that.
of, bro. Y'all were out of the Natty, right? The Natty game after they lost a game before that, right? Wasn't it like
They
a
lost
conference
it. They didn't win the
game?
conference. They didn't win. They were a one-loss team that
Right.
didn't have a conference win. And when it was a four-team format, winning your conference was the biggest thing.
That's
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying?
So I'm saying
Even
like
so,
y'all
that's
weren't
just how it was. And I think
y'all weren't kept
we
out
went
of it
back
or
and forth
anything
on
like that.
this.
Like you weren't supposed
We went
to.
back and forth on this
The
because
winners
of
who
that.
won were supposed to win. That's
Because
all.
there was a one-loss Texas team that got in because they won their conference. So that's just how it was.
And guess what we do? We spanked them this past week.
And the winners
Y'all
who did
did. Y'all
win,
did.
the
So
winners who did
y'all,
win did what they needed to do and got out of there.
y'all will definitely be in there because I know the top four seeds will go to the conference, the leaders of the conference. Then the rest of them 8 seeds will either be the second seed in that conference and then some more like at-large teams that are just doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but outside of that, we also
Colorado gonna be in there.
they're not even ranked though.
Yes,
If
they
you
are.
ain't,
Yes,
they
they
are.
are.
They ranked it. They
Yes,
got
they
Yes,
ranked
they
are.
this
are.
week.
They
They
just
got
got
ranked.
ranked. They
Yes,
just
they
They
got
got
are.
ranked
ranked.
like
Okay, good. That's
23.
good.
I
That's
already
good.
knew Pat.
No, this
Yes,
their
they are.
first
Yeah,
week ranked.
yeah,
If they
yeah,
are, because it
yeah.
took them a minute to get in there, but that's
Nah,
good
they
though.
in
They
there.
just
And
they
And
like
what
because
they
six and
is,
two
what
or
they
six
7-2,
and one or something like that.
nah, that's seven,
6-2.
maybe six or seven,
6-3.
maybe 7-2, maybe nah. I don't think
Nah,
they
they
got
lost
three
two
losses.
games.
They only got two, and they were early. They've been on a streak.
They only lost
Yeah.
2 games.
Yeah, they've been on a
But
streak.
but
They
now
had
them
that
boys balling. Them boys balling.
for sure.
Um,
They need. I wish they was just play a little
they got
earlier.
the
Hey,
Heisman Trophy winner on their soon to be Heisman winner on their
I
team.
don't know, man. That's what I was
Uh,
ready to get
Nah,
into,
it's
man.
him. I think it's Travis Hunter.
Me personally, I had a conversation about this at the barbershop and with my cousin a couple days ago. So the way I see it, because you got the top three. Usually by this time, the top three are going to stay the top three. Unless somebody astronomically climbs in there, I don't see it. But you got Ashton Genty, that running back out of Boise State, about to break Barry Sanders' numbers. Cam Ward, who's got Miami, who's got the U
Oh yeah,
back.
Cam Ward. Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
that boy
saying?
Cam Ward.
And
Yeah.
then
balling.
and then you got Trav. See, the thing, I'll get off my piece on these three and I'll let y'all respond or however you feel about it. With Genty, I like it. You're going to beat Barry Sanders' record. Your level of competition is probably what's going to get you. And that's unfortunate. You play in the Mountain West Conference.
Yeah.
That's on your school.
Yeah.
And then also it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he has it yet. With Cam Ward, with Miami, if you can win out, get Miami undefeated and win the ACC and get them in the playoffs, it's yours to lose because it's a quarterback award. Travis Hunter, the thing is, Colorado needs to win 10 games. If they go 10-2, which I think they will, then he can have a shot, but he also needs to stay healthy for the rest of the season because the Heisman Award has never gone to somebody who misses more than 2 games, and collectively he's already at that level. So he cannot miss any more games. So that either means, because obviously we've seen it, the reason why he's missing so many games, he played really great early on, then he started missing games, is due to the snaps. And that's why a lot of people say it won't translate to the NFL, which I don't think it will. Before I finish my point, I think back then the game is a lot faster, and with faster games causes lower time to recover. Dion and guys back in the day could do it because they were hitting harder, but the game was slower, so they have more time to recuperate. This now the game is faster, so they're not hitting as hard, but you still not recovering as fast. So that's just the way I see it with that.
I will
So
argue they still hitting hard.
yeah, they're still hitting hard, and now you have less time to recover. So it's like, because the game is moving fast. You know what I'm saying?
And I
Compared to back in
even
the day.
and I love the fact that you brought that up because I could even equate that to the pro level. Because in the pro level, the gap between okay, I'm in college to I'm in the pro, that's a huge gap.
Very huge.
So it's like they get faster and they hit harder, like times 5 in the league. Like, so you see a lot of dudes, like a lot of quarterbacks that get drafted high, they don't be making it.
Yeah, so I think, but in
I
terms of
mean,
just
I
the high
think
that
I think
in
he
terms of
would
just the
be.
Heisman, in terms of just the Heisman,
For him
if
to
they
do
win
this in the
10
league,
games, if they win 10 games and he
I
stays
think
and he does this throughout the rest of them 10 games and doesn't miss any time,
yeah, it's gonna be
he
him.
has a shot.
think
He could
in
have a shot.
terms of I think in terms of talking about though, like that last point when you were just talking about like the game in total. I don't think that's necessarily any like I think if we're gonna talk about how they used to play, the equipment is way worse back then than what it is today. I think just overall, of course it's a lot of wear and tear on your body and there's a way you have to train for that is new to the league and new to what we're seeing. I mean, he's playing a lot more than what he was playing last year, but I think that was due to him probably practicing a lot more than what he practiced um, like this year because he's not practicing this year. They say he's just literally showing up for like games. He does workouts and shit like that throughout the year, but
But
he's
he's
not doing
not
all the
practicing.
contact
He
shit
taking
and
day
doing all the
off.
practicing because he's just. I mean, he doesn't need to. All you need to do is just make sure your body's ready to go, and you just need to make sure you know the coverages. There's no point in you doing all this shit no more. Like that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like you can still catch the ball, you can still run a couple routes, blah blah blah, like just whatever. But there's just no point in you kind of doing that. But I think regardless, even when we see people play on one side of the ball, they get hurt. Like football is a game where you're gonna get hurt. Like it doesn't really matter, like how much. Because I think the same thing goes for Ashton Gentry, where it's like for right now, what he's doing, he's gonna break some records. He's doing his thing, and he's toting that shit like it's crazy. But hopefully, I pray to God he doesn't get hurt. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what it boils down to when we're talking about this. I mean, hell, I think the same thing goes for Cam Ward because this is a sport where that's what can stop you. That's the only thing that can stop
Yeah.
you. 9 times out of 10 is injury. So I think that's really what it boils down to. Now, when we're talking about going into the NFL with Trav, I think regardless, I don't think there's any sport that has a two-way level to it where, like, for example, in baseball, you can be the best pitcher and be the best hitter in college. You're not going in the pros and going to be the
Hold
first
on,
batter and
hold
going to
on,
be the
hold on,
pitcher
hold on.
automatically.
There's a man from Japan who's about to win the World Series who would beg to differ though.
But he's not their number one pitch.
Oh, I ain't know. I just knew that he did
I
both.
don't think
So
he's their number
I
one
thought
pitcher.
I
I
thought he
think
was
he's a
solid in both.
part of.
I thought he
I
was
think he's.
solid
I
in
think he's
both.
solid. I
Yeah.
think he's solid,
I
but
think
I
he's
don't think
pitched
he's
You
their
at
said
least,
you
number
saying
one.
and
you
I think
saying he
he's
can't
and
go
I
to
think
the
he's
pro
pitched
level?
in the
Pitches.
world. If he's pitched in the World Series, you really get 4 shots. You know for sure you get 4 shots, and if he's pitched one of them games, that means he's at least in the top pitching on the
In
top pitching
baseball, you
lineup.
may not even pitch the full game.
That's true.
They
That's
might
true
you
Yeah,
too.
you
might
probably
switch out.
closing
That's
or
true
you
too.
I
pitching,
mean, I'm not saying this isn't taken away because if I pitched
probably
in the
relieving
World Series,
somebody.
like I pitched in the World Series, I'm not taking away from his talent. But what I'm saying is like he probably would have done it a lot more in college. In college, he probably would have
Let's
been
just
the
talk
starter,
about. I don't know
and he
too
probably
much
would have
about
been first
baseball
back.
like that.
When
Like
we go
that,
to basketball, we
I'm gonna
can
stick
say the
with what
same
I
thing.
know.
When we go to
Football.
basketball,
We talking
that's
about
why I was
football.
talking. But when we go to basketball, we go to and we look at somebody who might play the point through the five. They're not gonna do that in the pros. Like you're gonna be able to play a couple things. You're gonna flash. We're gonna have packages for you where we can put you in that space where like JJ Redick is talking about with Jared Vanderbilt. Like, hey, we're gonna put him in zone packages where it's just gonna be he's roaming and just doing little things. That's what you're probably gonna see more of with Travis Hunter, regardless. Like even if he was capable, because don't think we're ready for that, and I don't think the sport is a sport for that. If that big,
No,
you know what I mean?
120,
Like
120 snaps. The man's taking
in the
120.
pro league,
That's
For
not
18
solid.
at the
games?
same size of
Yeah, all right.
Amara St. Brown, at the same size as Devontae Smith.
Yeah, at the
Yeah,
same
all right.
size. At the same size as
You know
that.
what I'm
That's enough.
saying?
I didn't want to use
The
that.
pro
I
league.
didn't want to use that because it's like, oh, well, you can still succeed at that size. But it's like, because like we've seen it, the games that he has missed. You're because yes, football, anybody can get hurt, but you're increasing your chances the more snaps you take.
Yeah, you're
You're
exposing
taking
yourself.
almost every snap. I feel like one of the best things for him is to do in when he comes into the NFL, pick one position, do special teams, and have a possibly the way I see it, I feel like
Special
it'd be
teams is where a lot of injuries happen at, bro. Special
well,
teams
well,
is
but
one of the
that's why they
worst
Bro,
have the
just
places
new
play
to go.
defense and be a kicker,
the new
Tony.
rule has shown the statistics. The statistics of the new kickoff way less injuries than last year compared to it because of how they're
Bro,
not
be a DB, be a
running
pick
going
kicker,
straight
Tony.
to
You
them.
doing the same thing.
It's a little
You
bit
doing the
different.
Yeah,
splash play.
I'm gonna
What
go
they
get
got
that
you on
bag and
offense
I'm gonna be a
doing?
wide receiver.
What
That's
they
what
got
I'm
But
him
you
on?
can
saying.
put me on defense, bro, a couple times, dog,
And
and I
that's going to
play.
be rare.
I'll do something.
Defensively, they'll
What's
rarely
his
do that
part make?
because they like to keep that
Hold on, hold on,
corners,
hold on, hold on, hold
those
on. I got
corners
a
the
question.
same.
I got a question. What type of receiver is he? He's a big play
A
receiver, right?
slot, a
He's
deep
a
threat,
slot receiver.
The slot.
a
Is
slot and
he?
a deep threat.
He's a deep threat. Man, just put him on punt return and kickoff. It's a splash
That's what
play.
I
It's the
said.
same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
And
You
then
could
put him
do
on
that.
defense.
But the thing with defense is, it's like they tend to try to want to keep this, especially in the pros. They want to keep those corners kind of the same guys because defense takes a lot. It's the same in soccer. You don't see the back line of defense get subbed out that much because you want to keep that back line consistent and stay. You want to have chemistry, offensive chemistry. That's why you see a lot of like wide receivers get picked up randomly and they just thrive because offense it's easy to kind of click in. Defense takes a minute to mesh with those guys. So defensively, you don't want it. It depends how
I
often you
think he
use them.
got the
You know what
instincts.
I'm
I
saying?
think his instincts makes him a defensive player. Like he
Yeah,
has
for sure. For sure he
defensive
has it.
instincts.
There's a lot of guys that also play on the wide receiver position in the NFL that could probably have the same instincts as well. Maybe it's been a while since they played it, but yeah, he has it. But it's just
But
a matter of schematically, can we fit him in to where it's not messing up the chemistry? Because if we play him too much, now he gets hurt. And if we play him too little, now we're taking away from the chemistry that we're building defensively already. So
right,
they have to find that balance with it. So that's why it's like,
No, I think he
but
could handle.
if he consistently picks to be a corner in the NFL, now
Yeah,
it's different. Now I can throw you in as a wide receiver whenever because it's easier to do that. You know what I'm saying? We can do that. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But I think if he just stays healthy throughout the rest of this season and Colorado gets to 10 wins, he might have a shot. He's definitely going to New York regardless for the ceremony, but winning it, I think it's Cam Ward's to lose more than anything. So
yeah. Especially
interesting,
after they did
interesting.
that unbelievable comeback on Cal. I went to.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
I
Y'all
think the only
boys,
thing about them, bro, they ain't playing
they haven't
no
played no. They're
like
not even playing
they're
nobody
not
till they.
playing no
They're
top
not going to play
squad. You
Clemson.
feel me?
They're not even playing Clemson until the ACC championship. But because it looks like Clemson's going to make it there. They've been beating up everybody ever since they lost to Georgia. We've counted them
Oh,
out. We've counted them out, but now the Dabo's got them back rolling. So yeah, that's the thing with it too. But at the end of the day, it's a quarterback award, man, and that's the worst part about it. I would love to see it go to Trav because of what he's doing, but eh, they gonna
I
use
think you could
everything
make the
against him.
argument for
So
all three of them that they're not playing nobody.
that's true too. That is very true. Well, but
So
I
I think
would
that's it.
yeah,
who
yeah.
Colorado playing for?
Well, Colorado's in the Big
That's
12, and the
fair.
Big 12 has some competition. I think their first ranked opportunity was against Kansas State. I think that
Okay,
was the first ranked team they played against.
okay.
I can't remember if I think they lost. Yeah, they lost. And they lost because I
Yeah,
remember
they lost. Yep.
people were saying if they won that game, they would have been ranked earlier. But they didn't win that game earlier in the season. But now
What's
just me,
Boise's acronyms?
Boise.
Yeah, ain't that where Ashton goes?
Yeah,
Boise
yeah,
State,
Boise State.
BS.
Yeah.
Is that BYU or is
No,
that
no, no. That's Brigham Young. I think it would
That's
just be
that.
like
That's that.
BSU. That's the
a
Mormon
different?
school
But
Yeah,
out
the
in the Big
ain't
12.
Mormon.
ain't Boise Rex? Ain't they ranked?
Boise, yeah, Boise's ranked, but they haven't played Colorado.
But I'm about to say though, bro, like,
No, they played BYU. I know you're
bro,
talking about BYU's
bro,
in the Big
not, I'm
12.
excuse you, not, but bro, they rank when they rank like that is what it is. When we talking about, oh, you ain't played nobody, like, bro, we ranked, bro. Like it is what it is, bro. Like we're clearly ranked because we're top 25 in the country.
I'm not gonna
Like,
lie. They said Boise State played two teams though. They said they played two teams and they beat the shit out of them. Oh my bad. They beat the mess out of them.
Yeah. But yeah, they got 4 games left. Colorado got 4 games left. None of them are ranked, but they're still quality teams, and they're all within their conference. So if they can win their conference, that'll be a really good thing as well. Get them in the playoffs. So we'll have to see, man.
and they got a
We
bowl
shall have to.
game, so
Oh yeah, for sure. They're definitely bowl eligible. They got 6 wins. So once
Hey,
you get
that's
six
they doing
wins,
better than last year. That's hey,
hey,
shout out
that's
Dion,
all
man.
you
Shout
can
out to them
all you can
people.
try to do. But before we get up out of here, y'all got anything else y'all want to slide out there?
I know y'all can catch me, man, on Twitch, Wirepat 22. Know what it is. I'll be popping in and out of there. Outside of that, three stripes, that's what I'm rocking out there. Yeah, me say nah. But on the real, on the ground, probably about to change my page to a different page. Y'all see that rebuild coming here shortly. But and just be on the lookout for a lot that we got coming out, man.
Yes, sir.
New
Yes,
year.
sir. All right. All right. Shit, with
Yeah,
that,
I ain't got much to add. We out. We out.
shit, we out. Peace. Stay heavenly
We
opinionated.
out.